Right then, so it's time to do those speakers, put them all in. So these rings were made before, so we'll have to fasten this down first, and then we'll be fastening the other ring on the top. So just basically align it where you think it's the middle, really. Just hold it tight and drill a small 2mm pilot hole on it. Throughout, flare it out so you can sink it in, and then basically put your screw in and screw the ring down. For now we'll be fine, because I need to get the bottom one straight as well. That's it. And now both sides. You just need to remember where your old holes were, because on the old one were like there. So you go completely opposite, really. Otherwise will be no good. You'll just hit the empty hole and basically you've drilled it for nothing. And since the holes on the speaker are like that, so I'm just gonna give it a notch down and basically we'll attach this top one on the top. Same process, drill a little pilot hole. So you don't split it with the big screw. Because MDF can just split and then you'll have to make a new ring, which I don't think you will want to do. Well, I don't, definitely. So see, that's what happens when you don't look where you drill. As I've just hit the old screw, but there's nothing I can do, because of that little hole I'm not going to be making another sticker in. Pointless. Pointless, pointless, pointless. Obviously you can glue them together, but I don't know. Just harder to mount it on then. To be honest, it's not going to make any noises, because once the speaker goes on, it's going to screw down through into the other one. It's going to be solid as out. So now I need to make a speaker cable place. Oh my god. So what we'll do is we'll just feed the speaker cable from the top in. So let's say something like that. Like that. Where's speaker cable. Cabling. Right. So this is the speaker cable. We'll feed it in. Cut the old connector off. I don't need that anymore. Skin the wire. And that. What I'm going to be using is I'm going to be using quick solder bits. So you just basically heat it up, and it has a little bit of a the solder inside, and it's waterproof and all that sort of stuff, so it'll be good. We'll be good to go. So what's this? This is negative. Negative is brown black, as you heard me talking about it before when I was testing the thing. And now heat. It acts as a heat shrink and the solder thing together, so it's quite good. I've used these a few times now and haven't had a problem, especially behind doors when it's getting moist and stuff like that. This is waterproof. You can put this in the water, it shouldn't leak through if you've got the right sizes and stuff like that. So that's one done. And now positive brown red. I need to put this thing in. Just like that. And that's this done. Manure it there, whereas it's warm. And what do I need? I need my speaker now. Let me go and get it. Got the massive beast. The reason why I've choose to put it upside down, because so it doesn't catch anywhere on the window mechanism or whatever or not. So everything's nice and neat. So that's that. And now we'll screw the speaker down. One there. Now I want to test that the window goes down without any problems. Yep, that's what you want to hear. No issues whatsoever. Good. One little last thing that I forgot. A little bit of a black goo, just to put around here, around this hole, just to push it in a little bit. So it looks better. Just so it looks a bit better. So, well, that's this speaker is in. Next thing is, now we need to do the tweeter. Need to pop this little clip off. Then I lost a little bugger. So, tweeters like that. And fill it in. There you go. See, tweeters sitting perfectly fine. How they should. So now we've got this thing, and I've got a capacitor. So the capacitor is going onto the wire. So I'm gonna cut this here. The block will connect I'm gonna cut this a little bit further up. Like that. We don't need the factory wiring anymore. Unless you want to keep the factory connector just in case, but you already damaged the tweeter thing. Well, unless you put it back on the... Suppose you could keep the factory wiring, but I am not. And then brown red was the negative, and brown red was the negative, and blue yellow was the positive, so it goes onto the positive wire. And for positive wire, I've got these crimps that I'm going to be using. Makes it easier, and then I'm gonna wrap it all with the tester tape so it's nice and solid, nice and neat. So that's that. So this wire will have to go like that, back on itself, and then attach another connector for the negative. Just like that. And voila, I'm nearly finished with this. So I'm gonna tape this all stuff up. Like that, and basically negative goes into negative and positive goes into positive. Actually, I need to squeeze these things up a little bit. Because they're not catching properly, but that's in now properly. Yeah, that's the one, and that's the tweeter is all linked up. Speaker is in, that is in. Now let's move to the back. So at the back, it's a little bit easier. There is no tweeter to attach, and it's all nice and quite straight, quite kind of straightforward. Shouldn't take that long. Shouldn't take that long like the front did. Basically, I've got these extended cables, have them for the thing itself. The only problem is I need to cut this open. Like that. So you've got more cable to work with to actually feed the wires on, because one of these cables is quite thick and it doesn't work. So the brown white is the negative, and red white is the positive, as you well assume yourself. So positive, get this thing in. Booyah! that's done. Oh, where's that mat? Here we go. Mat's in the house. So now let's install the speaker ring. Basically same process. Same process. I line it up in the middle of the cutout. Drill a hole. Flare it. And now what we'll do is we'll put these connectors right under there. Because of the sound deadening, it's gonna sink into it and it will be absolutely spot on. Oh, come on, fucking work with me, you shit. Work with me. What the fuck is going on? Oh, here it is. Typical bomber clock. That's it. You little shit. Now we're done. There we go. Ooh yeah. That is in, so now I need to go and get the speaker. And there's the speaker. Right. Like that. And you know the drill. Put some screws in. Wrong hole. Just hit a screw again. And voila. This is basically done. Yep, so the speaker part is finished basically. What I need to do now is I actually need to go and I'm gonna check it obviously, but it all works, it all sounds fine. And then it's too late now, it's nearly 8 o'clock. What is the time? Quarter to 5, quarter to 8, so it's done for today. Tomorrow we'll be putting all the door cards back on and basically fitting the amplifier for the doors, and that will be it for the door speaker upgrade. But let me go do what I need to do and I'll see you when I'm fitting the amplifier then.